Hey, what's up guys? This video is going to show you how to use a TI-84 graphing calculator to find a critical value for the T distribution. So I have a problem that says find the critical value T star for a 95% confidence interval based on an SRS of size of n equals 25. So I do have set up a density curve that represents the T distribution. And remember that the 95% confidence level is the 95 area or 95% area under the curve in the middle of the curve. So that's why I have two intervals, one on the left side, one on the right side. And the middle area will be your 95% or as a decimal 0.95. To find the critical value, we need to understand that the distribution, the T distribution, gives the values on the right side of the T value. So if you guys are able to find the area on the right side of this T value right here, that's what you are going to use in the calculator to find that value. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the critical value T star, which is this critical value right here. And you guys have another one over here when you guys construct a confidence interval. So if we have 95% area in the middle, that means that the tails of the density curve, they have to add up to 5% because 95 plus 5 will give you guys the 100% area under the curve. So if the sum of the two tails have to be 5%, well, you guys divide that by 2, 5% divided by 2, that's going to be 2.5%. Or as a decimal, you guys will have a 0.025%. Oh, not percent, sorry, as a decimal. So 2.5%, it is 0.025. And the other side will also be 0.025. So this is the value, this right here is the value that we're going to use in the calculator. So now when you guys use the calculator, you're going to go to your second bars, and that's going to give you guys the distribution that we need to find. And we do have some distributions we already used, but for the T distribution, we are going to use the inverse T, which means we want to find the T critical value when we have the area under the curve. So in my calculator, number 4 is INVT, so I'm going to use that. Just to clarify or to remind you guys, if we use inverse norm, that's going to be your z-scores, Z as in Zorro. So we're not using that today. We're using the T as in Tom, T distribution. So we choose that option, and it asks you guys, well, what area do you guys have for the T star or the critical value? Well, remember, in our density curve, we want this area right here on the right side. So that's going to be 0.025. And now I already have that in my calculator. And something else it asks you is DF, which means degrees of freedom. And I do have 24, but let's go back to the sample size. So the sample size is 25, but my degrees of freedom will be your sample size minus 1. So when we use the density curve for the T distribution, we have to subtract 1 from the sample size, and 25 minus 1, that's going to be your 24 degrees of freedom. So that's what we use in the calculator, 24. We paste, and it's going to give you guys on the home screen inverse T distribution. There's the area you guys want to use, and degrees of freedom is 24. You press enter, and it will give you guys this value. Now for T star, we don't worry about the signs so much because we just want to know what is the critical value. And keep in mind that it is symmetrical. It's just like the regular normal density curve, and I'm talking about the T distribution. So this negative T critical value will be the same as this positive T critical value. So we just say from the calculator, we say that my T star is 2.06, and usually we go 3 decimal places, so I'm going to round 2.064, and that's the one we use for our critical value. And this is for a 95% confidence interval. We also have a 90% and 80%, 99% confidence interval or confidence level. So when you guys have a different area, a different confidence level, make sure you guys do the density curve, and you guys need to find the area on the tails so you guys know what value, what area you guys need to use in the calculator. So I hope you guys like this video. If you guys like it, you guys can click that like button. You guys can also subscribe to my channel and turn on those notifications so you know when I make a new video. And the only way you guys get good at math is to practice. So make sure you guys practice, and I'll see you guys later.